Hi, and welcome to Design to Live's 30 for 30 Wins Challenge daily episode. Today's topic is listening to our bodies. And listening to our bodies, I think, is one of the things that can really trip people up when they're first starting out with changes to a healthy lifestyle. And it just want to take a moment here and welcome any of my new viewers. Thank you for coming and stopping here. And I'd like to encourage you to subscribe so that you can get all of the updates from my channel. Who I am Jill Dell. I'm a licensed hypnotherapist in the state of Washington, and I work with people to design a life that they love. And that's my purpose with this video series. Is a free health challenge that I run on a monthly basis, and it encourages people to have a really well-balanced, holistic approach to their life. While I don't necessarily delve into the nuts and bolts of hypnosis, I do help give you tips and tools that start to bypass the longer time to form habits. So I hope you enjoy today's episode. So listening to our body, what does that mean? Well, first of all, the reason why this is important is it's part of self-care. So whenever you're embarking on changing habits, it's good to really listen to your internal cues. So this can be things such as resistance that you might be having towards change. It could be that you just don't feel like doing something even though you know you should. It could be that, you're just kind of irritable and not in your normal happy place, right? So the reason why I bring up for people to, really listen to their body is that if you have something going on and you don't address it and you keep stuffing it down in your neurology, it's going to come out in unexpected ways. For example, I had a race and I just didn't sleep very well the night before. And I should have just called it at the beginning. I instead kept with what my goals were for the race, and it was just an effort of futility. I was out of the water late. I had this was a triathlon, so I got out of the water late. My bicycle leg was not optimal. I was running out of steam. By the time I got to the run, my legs were dead. And it was probably one of the races that at the end, yes, I was thankful that I was done, but it's probably one of the ones where I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. A lot of times when we don't listen to our body, what we do is we aren't optimally, reaching our goals, and we can cause ourselves injury. So some of the reasons that I ask people who are embarking on new health changes to listen to their body is that, there's lots of contributors that you should maybe take into account. So here are some of the things to consider. One is, what kind of physical stress have you been under lately? Prior to that race, I had done some really long workouts and I did not give myself enough recovery time. Okay, so that was a learning lesson for me. Also, have you had any emotional stress? Emotional stress can take a really big toll on our mindset and have it so that it's just really difficult for us to focus. So sometimes that means that we take a different tact, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Have you recently had, an injury, and is your injury starting to cause you challenges? Perhaps it's that you've had really poor sleep the night before. And of course, there's also diet changes. As you're exploring a new and healthy diet, you may find that things are moving a little differently, right? And you may need to take appropriate steps for that. So these are just some of the things that you might want to consider. So part of the self-care and is learning to adjust your plan. So you want to take and adjust your plan a little bit. When you're having these off days, it could be that you're just, been physically moving too much. It could be that you've added too many change or too much change at one time. There could be something that's emotional that needs to be addressed. So check in with your body. You are the one who knows you best, right? You know you best. What are you feeling? And is it something that'll get, is it something you can shake off by going out and starting doing what you were going to do, but letting go of all the expectations that maybe aren't very reasonable on you? If you let go of if in my case for that race, if I had let go of the expectations of having a stellar performance, perhaps I could have just slowed down and enjoyed my race, right? But I didn't. I had to come to that later after the fact. There's a time where you need to adjust your plans and being flexible. And so just like when a tree is in a windstorm, the tree that's the most rigid is the one that breaks. It's the trees that are fluid and kind of move around and adjust and make these adjustments that weather the storm, right? And so we want to be able to be flexible, but we also want to come up with solutions or substitutions that are things that will work with what we have discovered or listened to, right? So some of the ways that you can come up with solutions is just to say, okay, well, my knee is hurting today. Maybe instead I'm going to go do some swimming. Maybe it's that you actually take a day off. I actually have a plan in my schedule where I actually only work out 5 days a week. Now I have other people that's not the plan for them. More power to you if you want to do more, but I found that my body needs to rest, and that allows me to recuperate from some of the longer hikes and longer endurance things that I do. And then I can go out and be really fresh and recovered, right, for my next physical exercises. So, that's what I mean by being flexible and listening and adjusting for your body. It's not the open excuse of, oh, I don't feel like it today. Really? Okay. Well, why is it that you don't feel like it today? And how could you adjust or be flexible and change a little bit of your goals to still reach them, but by making a minor tweak or a minor adjustment on that? So, listening to our body. If you have any questions, I would encourage you to reach out, make comments on the video. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you like this information. If you'd like to join our challenge, hop on over to the Facebook channel, and I will see you tomorrow for our day number 9. So thank you. Bye-bye.